parents should be made aware of. It's called the tripping challenge. It is horrific, and it absolutely warrants a conversation.
And we'll wrap up our Love in the Land series with a couple who has overcome unthinkable loss, how their love was actually strengthened in the face of tragedy. And also a story about a purse that has been lost for 60 years. It's been found, and where it goes from there is an interesting tale.
Very cool story. Plus, in our Friday feud, Betsy and I will test our movie knowledge when it comes to romantic movies. How much do we know? You can play it along at home. What's New starts now.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New with Betsy Kling and Jay Crawford.
Yes, it is, and today is Friday, but more importantly, it is Valentine's Day. So we say Happy Valentine's Day to you at home. Happy Valentine's Day, Betsy.
Same to you.
Your beautiful red outfit.
Thank you.
Everybody is so festive here today. Hope you're having a great Friday with Betsy Kling. I'm Jay Crawford. Here's what's new at 5 o'clock.
We all remember the story of Emma Fouts, the cheerleader in Norton who collapsed at her homecoming dance. Well, she's awake now and even reading Valentine's this day. Andrew Horansky is here with her remarkable progress. And Andrew, obviously this has been a lot of slow progress, but we get these wonderful snapshots into this whole thing.
Ups and downs, happy times, sad times. You know, we really can't tell this story without first giving a shout out to her mother. We should all be so lucky to have someone like this in our corner. You will remember their story. How can you forget this one? Emma was at her homecoming dance in Norton when she had a severe asthma attack and collapsed right there. She did not get air into her body for several minutes, and doctors placed her in a medically induced coma in order for her body to heal. There were questions on whether she'd be strong enough to wake up and what she would be like if she did. Well, she is certainly making strides. We have been following her story on social media. She is awake. She is communicating. She does this, guys, by eye gazing on an iPad, which then moves a mouse. She is able to wiggle her body to music. She loves, of course, Taylor Swift. That keeps coming up. And she is working hard in therapy every day, except for Sundays. Those days are special. She also has a Sunday fun day.
We'll do, we do the hair washing. She loves to have her hair washed. And we'll try to, just kind of have like a mini dance party, a mini party in her room, so to speak. So, and we've actually kind of brought her out in actually this area of the hospital.
This family is so much fun. I do love going and interviewing her mother. So Emma got a big stack of Valentines today, of course. A lot of people love her and are thinking of her. And people are now encouraged to send her another type of card, a birthday card, because next week she turns 17. Oh, wow. So we have information at WKYC.com on how you can help be a part of that.
Well, we've been focusing on her hitting these milestones, just moving and opening her eyes and whatnot. How's she feeling?
Well, she has good days and bad days. The most painful thing, she still gets stomach pain, and she still gets asthma attacks. So given the history, you can imagine how scary those would be for the family. But she seems to be powering through. She also seems to remember what happened to her. The family's asking her questions about what do you remember from that dance, and she does remember parts of it. They keep those conversations fairly short, though. They don't want to traumatize her or make her upset by reliving that experience.
Understandable. Yeah. Any word on when she might get to come home?
It's not going to be for a while. Her home is now wheelchair accessible. They're talking within weeks, probably months, but no date has been set on that by how soon she will be able to go home. By the way, her mom said they are watching us right now, so we do want to wish them a happy Valentine's Day at Akron Children's Hospital, which has been giving her incredible care.
Happy early birthday.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Right. That's next.
17's
and you're
a
right.
big one.
You can tell it comes through in Mom's conversations, the love she has for her daughter. We're pulling for you.
They have been hearing from people as far away as Australia and New Zealand, guys, touching many lives.
Very nice.
Very cool. Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, of course.
Love those kind of updates. Well, now on your feed at 5, as a mom, I got to tell you, this gets me fired up. There's a dangerous challenge that's taking over social media. It's called the Tripping Jump Challenge. We want to warn you, this video is hard to watch, okay? It involves 3 people. The person in the middle doesn't know what's about to happen. They think they're making a slow-mo video, and then they obviously, the 2 kids on the side or the 2 people on the sides use their legs to sweep the middle person's legs out from under them. It sends them to the ground. Now, while this may seem like it's all fun and good, it can be very dangerous. It happened to a 10-year-old in Columbus. Journey is her name, and her mother says her head slammed against the concrete. Of course, we have the video. I'm not going to be watching it. But she was injured in that incident, as you can imagine. She now feels unsafe going to school.
What they did was mean, it was cruel, and it was evil.
It's hard to watch,
It
right?
is evil. She's right.
Kids are so into, the peer pressure, and they want to be a part of a fun event, and they want to have fun. And she may have seen somebody else do it, and they didn't get hurt, but it just, your heart just breaks when you see that. And then on the other side, her mother's comments were the same kind of thing. Like, these kids just, they'll do anything.
Yeah, it's another example of the pitfalls of social media. These kids are trying to get likes and views and everything else. What I think, I hate to say this because your kids are responsible for their actions, but ultimately as I watch that, the only thing that comes to mind is this warrants a discussion between all parents and all children. Show them this video and let them learn from it. This is not how you treat other people. And I think parents need to get involved and make sure that that they're aware of what this thing is.
Right.
And they need to inform their kids. Someone could die from this.
Well, they're just little kids. They're not thinking head trauma and concussions, of course. But
that's where the parents can come in.
That's where you have to have that discussion. It's like the cinnamon challenge, and then people were getting upper respiratory infections.
Yeah.
I mean, just tell your kids, do their own thing, make your own decisions.
Wow. Okay, next on your feed at 5. This is a really cool story. Remember last spring, a purse was found at North Canton Middle School. You can see it in there. It was somehow had fallen between a row of lockers and a wall. Well, this purse belonged to this woman, Patty Rumfola. She attended North Canton Middle School in 1956 when she lost the purse. She was 14 years old. So the school tried to find Patty. They did this through Facebook. They were able to find her 5 children. Sadly, Patty had passed away before the purse was found. The school gave the purse to the kids who were all together at a family gathering in the fall, and they went through the purse together. This is news now because the school just got permission from the family to share the pictures of what was in the purse. It's fascinating. It really is a glimpse into their mother's life when she was a young teen. Some of the items they found in the purse. Here's a YMCA card. Annual dues, $6.
Oh.
And then 2 years later, the annual dues went up to $9.
Oh, my word.
These are ticket stubs from a North Canton football game. There's a schedule here. This is fascinating, Betsy, because she has scratched out the games that have already played, so she likely lost this between October 19th and October 26th, 1960.
Wow.
There are other items. There was a piece of gum. There was this, all of these sort of makeup, personal hygiene items. The red lipstick, which was so iconic in the 50s. The comb. The school things. There was also, there's a piece of the gum that was found in the purse. There were also coins, 9 coins, and there were 9 old-fashioned Indian head pennies. And the family, each one of the 5 children now, hold dear to them one of these pennies, which is a reminder of their mom. Right. How cool is that story?
It truly is a snapshot. And when you go through the pictures on the North Canton Hoovers Facebook page, it's so cool to see, and you really get a glimpse into her life as a very young woman.
I'm sure it means more to those children than anything they could be given.
And did you see the comments? Other people are tagging like their aunts and uncles. Did you see this? Did you know this?
So funny.
That was very cool. Well, I am wearing all red today. It is Valentine's Day, but we were also talking about going red this lunchtime today because your heart is one of the most obviously important organs in your body. 1 in 16 women are affected by coronary heart disease, and it kills about 1 in 5. Well, February is Heart Month, and I was lucky enough to be asked to MC today's Go Red event in Cleveland this morning. But then one of my favorite people showed up.
Wait, what? Whoa. Wait a minute. Whoa. My sister from another mister. Hi. Love you.
So Monica has done that event for 15 years. She had her brain surgery back in October. I was put in as the backup. And so they didn't want to bail on the whole plan, so we did the entire event together. Monica killed it, as she always does. It was a fashion show. It was so much fun, and we learned a lot about heart health and the importance of that heart health.
Yeah, that's stunning, that number. 1 in 16?
1 in 16, and then women are affected by coronary heart disease, and 1 in 5 will die from some type of a heart impact. Well, it sounds
numbers.
simple, but eating healthy and exercising are two easy ways to prevent heart disease.
Yes.
So get out there and do it, girls.
Very good cause. All right, let's check some of the other headlines making news this hour. Sarah Schuckman is at the news desk. Sarah, happy Valentine's Day to you.
And happy Valentine's Day to both of you. You look so festive today. I love it. Yes, good to be with you. Well, here's some interesting news for shoppers today. And what may be a bit of a head scratcher, the owner of the struggling Chapel Hill Mall in Akron just bought another struggling mall, this one in Ashtabula. Cohen Retail Investment Group of New York bought Ashtabula Town Square for just over $10 million. The Ashtabula County Auditor confirmed to 3 News today that the group paid $4 million of that 10 in cash to close the deal earlier this week. The company also owns Richmond Town Square in Richmond Heights. Summit County is currently foreclosing on Chapel Hill for non-payment of property taxes and is being sued by First Energy for not paying its bills. Well, Indians ace Mike Clevenger is going to have arthroscopic knee surgery to repair a partial meniscus tear in his left knee. The timetable for recovery will be determined after that surgery. However, it does likely seem like Clevenger won't be on the mound when the Indians open their season late next month. And if you have got a lot of money, well, you can spend a lot of money. Amazon's Jeff Bezos just paid $165 million for this Beverly Hills mansion. It set a record for the most expensive home sold in the LA area. The estate comes with a 9-hole golf course, tennis courts, and 2 guest houses. There's also a 12,000-bottle wine cellar.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, I did a little math today.
Okay.
And this is going to make this story even
You
worse.
okay after that?
Oh, I love math. He makes $215 million every day. Jeff Bezos does.
Wow.
That means that he
That's so much.
bought and paid cash for that home in the money he's made in the last 18 hours and 20 minutes.
That's a good day.
Well,
That's unbelievable.
for that, all of us who have Amazon packages piling up on our doorsteps say, you're very welcome, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly.
No kidding. Sarah, thanks. We'll see you at 6.
Appreciate it.
Straight ahead on What's New, we close down our weekly Love in the Land series with a story of how a heartbreaking loss made a couple's love even stronger. It's a great story.
Get your tissues ready.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Stephanie Haney, we want to know what's clicking in Cleveland.
Yes, Betsy, Cleveland Browns' Odell Beckham Jr. has joined the growing list of people honoring Kobe Bryant with a tattoo. We've got a first look at that ink. And we continue our tradition of Cleveland sports-inspired Valentines with, I promise you, excellent puns. Excellent.
And it's a crazy cute outfit, too.
Thank you.
It is.
Definitely.
Want to see Michael Bublé in concert from a suite at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse? Go to WKYC.com/contest and enter the code word Valentine for your chance to win a pair of suite tickets. An evening with Michael Bublé, only from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse and 3 News.
Well, it's a new tattoo and sports Valentine. Sounds like it's clicking on in Cleveland time to me.
Yes, it does.
Happy Valentine's to Stephanie Haney. And not only is the dress cute, but can we show the shoes?
The boots
can we
are
do a
great.
little?
Yes,
Look at
please.
these.
I mean, that really caps it
Ooh,
off.
girl. You got the whole
Thank
red
you.
and leopard memo. I love it.
Very nice.
Fancy pants.
Thanks, Betsy. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jay. Happy Valentine's Day to both of you. All right, so as we were saying, Odell Beckham Jr., he got himself a Kobe Bryant tattoo, and we're getting a first look at it right now. That's Kobe face there. You can see it on the right side of his torso. So we started getting this last week. It's a little bit more healed now. It's by tattoo artist Ganga. So as you remember, it was on January 26th when Kobe and his daughter Gianna were two of 9 people who died in that helicopter crash in Calabasas, California, and several others got tattoos honoring Kobe, including LeBron James, who you see right there with Kobe Bryant. And you see the tattoo that he got there on the right, his Mamba for Life tattoo with that black snake. Of course, that's what the Mamba is.
Wow.
Very sweet way to remember him. Bringing things back to Valentine's Day, a little tradition we have going on here is Cleveland Sports Valentine. So without further ado, here are a couple select ones from this year's batch. We're going to start with OBJ, our wide receiver, saying, "You're quite a catch, Valentine." And this one is my personal favorite. We've got UFC heavyweight champ Stipe Miocic saying, "You're a knockout, Valentine." Oh, doesn't get much more clear than that. That's my favorite. There is nothing better than a great pun. Gotta love him for that.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Stephanie.
All week long, we've been sharing your love stories, some goofy, some sweet. Today, we have a story of enduring a tragedy that could tear a couple apart. This couple came out even stronger on the other side. Lindsay Buckingham has their story of love in the land.
I thought it was goofy. We spent the whole night just kind of making fun of each other. Then dinner the night after that.
Jackie and Paul Sura, smitten from their first meeting.
By the time I left the first night, it was pretty solid that we knew.
Their firstborn, Miley, came in January of 2013.
She has what's called bilateral ureter reflux. We were able to get in with the Cleveland Clinic and get that taken care of. You're silly.
I think you're just having fun.
Miley, now thriving.
She's a normal 7-year-old girl who is hyper and ready to run the show every day.
A year later, another blessing. Jackie pregnant with second daughter, Kaya.
Everything appeared to us normal.
It wasn't. A routine ultrasound revealing crushing news.
Kaya's heart was smaller than it was supposed to be.
A specialist warned them.
Before we can even talk about, the plan for your daughter's heart, first she has to be born alive.
On April 14th, 2017.
She wasn't blue. She was perfect and beautiful and so tiny.
It was just instant tears.
Armed with knowledge for her care, they would head home for the next 4 months with their little girl.
When you were on shift, you didn't sleep because at any point in time, she would desat and she would stop breathing. And it was our job to bring her back.
She had medicine around the clock to give.
When I had the opportunity and I wasn't with Kaya, I was outside playing with Miley. And vice versa. We were both just doing what parents have to do.
After 16 months of ups and downs, a doctor summoned Jackie and Paul.
Paul asked him, well, what's going to happen? And he said, she will die tonight. One of the attendings pulled me aside and he said, medicine can only take people so far, but she's made it this far because of how much you love her.
Free from pain, Kaya gave her parents a beloved gift.
I was able to hold her upright for the first time without anything there and put her arms around my neck and be able to just be a father.
Saturated in grief, but determined to continue on, the Suras sought professional help.
Without that, we wouldn't have been able to be coherent enough to say, okay, this is what he needs and this is what I need. Just because it doesn't match up doesn't mean that either one of us is wrong.
You just had to relearn how to live a different life.
The Suras love, a powerful force, enduring unimaginable waves, gaining strength.
I know I love her more now than I did when I first proposed to her.
We just respect each other's time and needs. So, I mean, it's like a real partner. It's like the other half.
My life doesn't move forward without Jackie.
Lindsay Buckingham, 3 News.
Wow. That's tough.
It's unimaginable, right? It's the worst thing you can picture happening as a parent. But you can go either way. It can tear you apart, or you can say, hey, we have to come together. We have a daughter, another daughter who we love, and we have to keep living. And that's what they decided to do.
Yeah. What are some of the things that they've done to help put this behind them and strengthen their love?
So, yeah, they got into therapy and they decided, you know, let's start doing things slowly together. Let's start going on dates. Let's make arrangements for the whole family to get together. They have a beautiful 7-year-old daughter. They also decided to open up a fundraiser in Kaya's name. So they're helping other families who went through similar circumstances. And truly, they are the most enduring couple.
That's amazing. Just beautiful. Thank
and
you
how's,
so much.
how's the older sister doing? Is she okay?
Miley is doing fabulous.
Great.
She's thriving. You know, she was there when we were, filming this, and she was running around. She has energy. They truly have overcome so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great story. Thanks.
Great job all week. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
It's good
fun.
to be here.
Like to hear
Always
all
good to
the
have you on
stories.
set.
Thanks, guys.
It definitely is. Well, it is Valentine's Day, and a lot of people are thinking about snuggling up with their Valentine. And it's a really good night to do some snuggling because it's cold out there.
Yeah, we should have issued our, WKYC cuddle alert. That's what we should
Yeah,
have done.
that's exactly
overnight
right.
tonight and last night
Right.
too.
By the way, can we just take a second to enjoy Michael's ensemble here?
I know.
The red
I was
and pink.
inspired by
He's
you guys.
the sharpest
I
dressed
was
man.
inspired by you guys, that's for sure. But yeah,
Well done.
As Betsy mentioned, though, it is going to be a really chilly night tonight. So this is one of those nights where if you want to make a good hearty soup for your significant other, tonight's the night to do it. Let's take you to the maps and show you what it looks like if you're heading out and about. Perhaps you're heading to your favorite restaurant in downtown to celebrate the holiday. Temperatures slipping and sliding eventually through the teens. Officially today, I think that we'll see our numbers clock in around 27. That happened just after midnight. However, we've been in the teens basically ever since. You'll notice currently at 18 in Elyria, only 17 in Worcester. In Wayne County, you factor in a northerly breeze at only about 5 miles per hour or so, sends our wind chills, those are the numbers in blue, into the single digits. Dover, New Philly, Akron, Canton, good afternoon to you. Feeling only like 8 degrees outside. Good news is, though, there's plenty of sunshine to enjoy. That's compliments of high pressure that induces a sinking motion in our atmosphere. It's called subsidence, and it stomps out those clouds. So tonight we'll call it mostly clear and cold. Again, temperatures falling this evening into the single digits. Those are actual temperatures, and wait until you see our wind chill forecast. For tomorrow on Saturday, I think we start the day, it looks great. We'll increase clouds as that cold front and a little trough line over Michigan begin to advance toward northeast Ohio. Could we see a stray flurry Saturday during the late evening? Yes, not really putting a whole lot into it. Check out the numbers in blue. Those are our wind chills and what we're expecting around midnight, near 0 in spots, perhaps even slipping and sliding below 0 by first thing tomorrow morning. So again, it'll be dangerously cool. Don't forget to bring the pets inside overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Lunchtime looks great, but after lunch we'll start to increase those clouds on your Saturday. Again, perhaps a stray flurry. Other than that, really nothing to write home to mom about. Your Universal Windows Direct full 7 day showing you a nice warm up as we head towards Sunday and then into the start of next week. Rain though in the forecast on Tuesday. Temperatures falling quick and in a hurry from the 40s into the 20s. We're back with more for you right after this.
It is Valentine's Day, and Mike Polk is standing by. Mike, we're going to make you wait for just a second. I want to point out that my lovely co-host Betsy, I mean, these beautiful chocolates for Valentine's Day. And, you know, I felt like I had to, you know, oh my gosh, I had to return the favor. So close your eyes. Oh, hold on.
Do I do this?
I had a malfunction here. Okay.
Please tell me it's not a wardrobe malfunction.
No, open,
Okay.
open your eyes. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought you'd love that.
I do love Mark Price.
Yeah, the red hair kind of puts in the Valentine's Day
little bow
theme.
just makes it so pretty.
You keep that on your desk, okay?
Are you sure? Because I still have the Throwdown Thursday leg lamp.
That's going to be mine at the end of the show. Mike Polk decided that he was going to address procrastinators. So he is standing in line. He's out there at really a Cleveland landmark, right?
Mally's, definitely. And there's a lot of folks, Mike, that have been waiting until the last second to get those Valentine's gifts. So how's the drive-thru going? Anybody panicking?
It has been very steady here at the Mally's last-minute drive-thru. Oh crap! I forgot Valentine's Day standoff. But in fairness, this stuff's amazing stuff. These are chocolate-covered strawberries and chocolate-covered grapes that they've been cranking out for 3 days, so they're fresh for Valentine's Day. And people are getting their last-minute treats. Hi, excuse me. Hi, what did you get for Valentine's Day?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Are you getting something for a loved one?
Yes.
All right, congratulations. That person doesn't want to talk, that's clear. Hey, how many people have you served today so far?
I think over than 200 or 300.
More than 200 or 300. Well, I'm going to keep checking out, talking to these people and making sure that they get what they need so they don't get in trouble when they get home on Valentine's Day.
All right.
Goodness, stay safe out there,
I'm
Mike.
here.
Golly.
I know, that's kind of risky.
Look out.
Yeah, excuse me, you're on live TV. What are you buying?
Yeah, and get out of the traffic pattern for sure. We'll be right back. Mark Price.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3 4. Hey, when is Austin?
Just, it couldn't be any more beautiful of it.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New with Betsy Kling and Jay Crawford.
Welcome back to What's New, bottom of the hour. The most touching Valentine's Day message I have seen all day was written in snow just outside the Cleveland Clinic's main campus. Author unknown, but take a look at this. It says simply, "Mom, be brave," with the breast cancer ribbon. And I think that says it all. Cleveland Clinic saw it and replied with this tweet. "To the person who wrote it, you've touched our hearts." And yes, you have. We say Happy Valentine's Day to the mom who was on the other end of this, and to the lovely person that decided that's the way they wanted to tell their mother Happy Valentine's Day. Really, really cool message. Mom, we're behind you. We're all thinking of you. Cleveland is behind you.
Keep fighting.
And it made me think of my mom, who watches every day, as you know.
On the web stream.
In Phoenix, Arizona. Mom, love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Yep. Russ Mitchell is in the newsroom. He has the top headlines here at the bottom of the hour. Hi, Russ.
That is very nice. Now, I'm glad your mom watches every day, Jay.
Say hi to Mom.
Hi, Mom. Here's what's happening right now. We begin with news of the shoreline along Lake Geneva, which is literally being eaten away by Lake Erie. Some estimates say 3 feet of land a day is being swallowed up. Village officials blame it on above normal water levels and say it's going to take well over $1 million to protect the area. We'll have more on that story tonight on Channel 3 News at 6. We told you earlier this week that Cuyahoga Falls schools want to do away with classroom holiday parties beginning next year. The principal at Richardson Elementary told parents in a letter that the move is an attempt to be more inclusive to all students. Well, as you might have guessed, many parents are upset, and there's now a petition to bring those holiday parties back. And since today is Valentine's Day, and it is all about love, many couples decided to make this their anniversary and tie the knot. Marriage ceremonies were performed by Muni court judges on the Grand Staircase at Tower City. Ceremonies also performed at Akron's Civic Theater. I understand later on in this broadcast, you guys have the gangster of love, Austin Love, coming in to talk movies. Is that right?
He is the gangster of love, yes. And he's going to play game show host. Betsy and I are playing a game where we're going to take clips from romantic comedies, pause them, and see who can finish the line.
I'm not thinking I'm going to do so well.
Yeah,
on
I'm not
this,
either,
Russ.
actually. Romantic comedies are not my genre, but we'll see.
If we had Godfather clips, Russ Mitchell is the man to have.
I'm your lifeline. You know that.
For real.
You've been her lifeline, Russ. No cheating today. I'm going to be watching you very closely.
I have the leg lamp, I'm just saying.
I will win back the leg lamp today, I promise. Russ, we'll see you at the top of the hour.
See you later.
All right, on to our top talker this half hour, and this is all the proof you need that it won't be long before the majority of the 50 states will have legalized sports betting. Listen to these numbers. After the Supreme Court ruled that individual states can legalize sports betting, New Jersey was the first to jump on board, and it is paying off for them big time. In the month of November, New Jersey set a record with more than $500 million waged on sporting events. This is raising serious money in tax revenue for the state of New Jersey. Now, since sports betting became legal about a year and a half ago, New Jersey's sports books have taken in, Betsy, get this, over $4 billion in wagers. Now, currently there are 13 states that have legalized sports betting. Ohio is not one of them. That's our question of the day. Should sports betting be legal in Ohio? WKYC.com/vote now to vote. And before you think about that, I can tell you that, I throw those numbers out, $4 billion. In the first 12 months after New Jersey had legalized betting, it raised in tax revenue for the state $25 million. It's going to be very hard for these other states that don't currently have it to look the other way to that kind of money. That's huge money.
Well, this is totally different from the gaming that we have already in the state of Ohio. So this would open up a new avenue. It also brings with it, of course, other problems that come alongside of it.
I'll tell you what's interesting about the way New Jersey's doing it. Most of their bets are being placed online.
Yeah.
And so there's no physical casino per se.
Right.
It's done online, and the online wagers come with an 18% tax, and people are still throwing down huge chunks of money to bet on their teams. And it's not just the local teams in New Jersey and the New York area. They can bet on the Indians games,
since
the
it's
Browns
online,
games.
it's obviously regulated still, but
it is.
Is there any kind of requirement, like here in Ohio, we have to have up the gambling addiction hotline number on any advertisements and stuff like that?
I'm sure that will come with it. Right now, there are 2 bills going through the state house. Right now, they're kind of stalled because they're kind of competing bills.
Okay.
And it basically boils down to who will oversee it, whether it will be the Lottery Commission or the Gaming Commission. One way or another, I think it's coming to a state near you.
They want
probably
the money.
Here. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money to look the other way to. It really is.
Yes. You're welcome, State of Ohio, for the few $100 I've already donated to you. Now it's time for our pop break with Stephanie Haney. Hey, Steph.
Hey, Betsy. Well, you know that Wendy Williams, she just cannot stay out of trouble. This time it's for choice comments that she had for members of the LGBTQ plus community. But she says she's sorry. Here's what went down in your pop break. Wendy Williams is apologizing for saying this on her Thursday show.
Look at here now, gay men. You'll never be the woman that we are, and stop wearing our skirts and our heels.
She said at 55 years old, she may be sounded out of touch, but she doesn't want you to believe your ears.
I'm not out of touch, except for perhaps yesterday by saying what I said. I didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just having a conversation.
Speaking of apologies, Gayle King has accepted Snoop Dogg's. It all started when Snoop saw a clip of King asking former WNBA star Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant rape allegations. King said in a statement, "I accept the apology and understand the raw emotions caused by this tragic loss." For all those who doubted Twilight star Robert Pattinson could be Batman, the first taste of him in costume is here, and it is fire. I think I speak for everyone when I say The Dark Knight never looked so good. And Justin Bieber's Changes album is out today, and practically every song is about his TV host and model wife, Hailey Baldwin Bieber.
I'm a lady, that you are my lady. You got the yum, 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 yum.
On Ellen, Biebs talked about just how lucky he is to have Hailey in his life.
But I'm glad it worked out because she's an amazing, amazing, amazing person.
Yeah, she seems like it.
She really is. She's super precious. And I enjoy spending my life with her.
And now he's literally singing her praises. Pretty solid Valentine's Day card, Justin. So this is the first new album for Justin since 2015 with Purpose. He puts a lot of meaning into his song titles, or to his album titles rather. Changes mean he's in a good place now. He's feeling good about this.
Good for him.
I always like how he acts out his songs, the yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
It's got the little heart going. I didn't see that, but
I'm sure it's in
always
some
fun.
of his videos somewhere. And one change, he seems to be married to that mustache. I thought it was kind of a gag, but he's going with it.
He's committed.
He's
To
all
her
in
and
on
the
the
mustache.
mustache.
It's a big look.
It's a decision.
You should try that.
No, that will never happen. Thank
Let's
you.
bring back the mullet, though.
Maybe the mullet, never a mustache.
That's possible. All right, ahead on What's New. Mike Polk spent some time with Cleveland's hottest celebrity couples recently. Meet them coming up.
Michael, what's going on outside?
Yeah, Jay, good afternoon to you. As you guys know, boy, it was a chilly TGI Friday Valentine's Day for us in Northeast Ohio. In fact, we woke up to 14 degrees this morning. It will be even colder when you're up and out the door Saturday morning. We'll talk about the numbers for you coming up right after this.
Oh, today is all about celebrating the love and feeling the warmth, except when you step outside and it's freezing cold. It's definitely put a little bit of a damper on things.
Very true. Oh my goodness. Well, here's the good news though, guys. I think that sunshine out there, boy, it helped to warm you from the outside in, right? Temperatures outside as we speak, still plenty cold. We're only at about 18 degrees right now at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, and we're only going down from this point forward. In fact, as we take you out the door, again, 18 right now, we'll call for a partly cloudy sky at this point, but notice what happens over the next couple of hours. Temperatures are really taking that tumble, especially after the 9 and 10 o'clock hour, into the low teens, and eventually I think that we bottom out in the single digits overnight. Current temps right now for my friends up toward Ashtabula at 16. 16 a popular number in Youngstown at the Cuyahoga County Airport on the east end of Cuyahoga County, 17 Worcester and Mansfield, but when you factor in a northerly breeze at about 5 to 8 miles per hour, it sends our actual temperatures down into the low teens and single digits. Those numbers in blue, those are our wind chills. So that's what you want to be dressing for and preparing for if you're heading out on a nice date night tonight to your favorite restaurant. Outside right now, we're scanning the skies for you, east to west, north to south. Not seeing anything on radar, which is great news. Compliments of high pressure that's in place. Watch what happens tomorrow to start off your weekend. Most of the day tomorrow looks excellent. However, by Saturday night, there's a frontal boundary that's up toward our northwest. It's a weak frontal boundary, not expecting a whole lot of fanfare with it, with a little trough line out ahead of it. But as that makes headway toward northeast Ohio, it will increase the clouds. A chance for a stray, no big deal flurry late Saturday into early Sunday. Timeline on things look like this. Again, we keep things nice and dry but chilly. Notice the numbers in blue. Those are our wind chills at and below zero at times, especially first thing tomorrow morning. Saturday afternoon and after lunchtime, I think temperatures begin to rebound nicely. We're back in the 20s and 30s, again with that stray, perhaps flurry possible. Notice on Saturday, we easily make it into the mid and upper 30s, but we welcome back 40s with open arms Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. However, Tuesday, rain in the forecast.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. I got to think a lot of people are, going to be going skiing this weekend because they're going to be making snow like crazy. So
snow-making weather.
You've got a lot of energy to burn off. You might as well bulk up with some carbs, and one of the best carbs you can have is chocolate.
It is, and that's why we decided to send Mike Polk out at Mally's drive-thru, where they're kind of taking care of last-minute guys or gals who forgot to get their significant other something for Valentine's Day. How's it going, Mike?
It's good. First of all, it's really fun to listen to you guys talk theoretically about how cold it is outside. That's a joy on this end. Yeah, a lot of gentlemen still getting their last-minute Valentine's Day gifts. These are guys who are slightly better than guys who would go and get something for their wives at a gas station. These guys at least are doing something local and a delicacy that we all celebrate in the area. Speaking of love, everybody, as you know, I am a huge pop culture maven. I got my finger on the pulse of all the hot couples in Cleveland, and I put together this little package to discuss exactly what the celebrity couples in Cleveland are doing this Valentine's Day.
The most romantic night of the year is upon us, and we wanted to get you all the dish on what the hottest celebrity couples in Cleveland are doing, so we went to the Metro Park Zoo.
Well, this is Mickey and Sylvia, and they are our trumpeter swan pair. In general, trumpeter swans and other swans are monogamous and they mate for life, right?
Monogamy is really hot right now.
There's often a lot of courtship and dating. They will sort of dance to one another and present like head bobbing.
Once they connect, how do they say, "You're my swan," moving forward?
So once they find their swan, they kind of know.
You just know when you find your swan. Sounds like it should be like on a throw pillow in my sister's room. This is a really hot zoo couple. Thank you for introducing me to them. Unlike those clingy swans, our next hot zoo couple have sort of an on-again, off-again situation going down. But it works for them. Explain to us a little bit about the snow leopards and what makes them such a hot zoo couple.
Snow leopards are a little different. One, because they're very seasonal breeders. That means they only come together a few weeks out of the year.
So they're cool with having like some distance between them. More of a long distance relationship.
That's right.
And they're not all on top of each other all the time. That's cool. Distance is hot right now.
Yeah, they'll do some scent marking.
So scent marking sort of the foreplay.
Yes, and the female really controls the situation too. She lets the male know when she's receptive.
Very progressive.
Think of it like a bell curve.
Right.
Slow to begin, peak of interest,
got it,
and then waning interest.
All right, I'm very familiar with that kind of relationship. Our next hot zoo couple is less of a couple and more of a menage. But hey, I'm not here to judge.
So we actually only have one male elephant. His name is Willie, and then we have 4 females. So he's got 4 girlfriends here.
Good, and they make it work.
Yes, they all make it work. I would definitely say that Shenga favors Willie the most. She's the one that you'll find spending the most time around him.
And he's just like, I could use a little bit of me time right now sometimes.
Yep.
And how does he express that?
Depending on where he is, sometimes he'll give her a nudge.
Really?
And then just push her out of the way.
Nice.
As big as he is, he could definitely push him around if he wanted to, but he's very gentle.
So by elephant standards, he's actually a gentleman.
Yes, for sure.
Will they be mating on Valentine's Day?
These elephants probably will not.
They will not.
No.
Sorry, dude.
Yep.
So by default, though, there's no other male in there.
Right.
It's like
he'll
jackpot.
choose.
for
Yep.
him. Like if you're in an office environment and there's like somebody, you start finding people attractive who you
Right.
otherwise would not.
Yes.
I
Yep.
understand that completely. They are beautiful. They are all very sexy. You are one of the hottest Valentine's matches, and I'm so proud of all of you elephants. So there you have it. Those are my choices for this year's hottest celebrity zoo couples. You can check out all the glitz and glamour of their celebrity romance for yourself, because the zoo is open all year long, including on Valentine's Day. On the Zoo Beat, this is Mike for 3 News.
Yeah. In retrospect, I probably should have warned parents to make sure their kids didn't see that. I know it got a little steamy there for a while.
I loved how he channeled his inner Kevin Frazier from Entertainment Tonight.
I just have to ask, Mike, you brought up the snow leopard's bell curve. The interest grows, there's peak interest, the interest declines. You mentioned you have a bell curve as well. I would like to know the temporal scale of that, because the snow leopard's is seasonal. Yours, how long?
My romance, my whole romantic life is a sad carnival. You know that, Betsy. Let's talk about it later on, maybe not right here.
He doesn't want to share that with all of Cleveland.
I was thinking maybe a couple hours is probably that entire bell curve going on, but it just depends on the day. Thanks, Mike.
Awesome stuff.
I'm going to get hammered for that one.
Yeah, you are.
He's going
Let's
to
just
kill
put
me.
Mike's love life on display.
Well, next on What's New, it's our Friday feud. I didn't know we had a Friday feud, but we do now.
We do.
We have a heated competition to see who knows more about romantic comedies. Valentine's Day is the perfect excuse to sit down and watch your favorite chick flick. So we're going to play a little game called Love That Line.
Yeah, here's the way it works. We're going to watch a movie clip from a popular romantic comedy. Then we're going to stop it, and we're going to see who knows the line that comes next.
Yep, and our host, the
love
Love Doctor, Austin Love. Hey! Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for having me here today, this morning, this evening. I'm so used to saying morning because I've been up literally since 1:30 this morning.
Wow.
Happy to be here at 5 o'clock with What's New. And
He looks like he's ready for The Bachelor.
I'm ready to go.
Right?
Now,
I'm
we
ready
did
to
not
go.
have a throwdown Thursday, but we are going to play for the coveted leg lamp,
Yes. Which she
currently
owns right now.
I own.
Here's my doorbell.
So
And
yeah,
mine?
we have the rules here. So we're gonna play a movie clip. After it's done, the first one to buzz in, they are going to be the first one to answer the question. So then they're playing for the coveted leg lamp. So let's get into right here. One of the most popular romantic comedies, The Notebook. Let's roll the clip, ladies and gentlemen.
I waited for you for 7 years. Now it's too late.
I'm writing 365 letters. I wrote you every day for a year.
Oh, no.
Okay. I've also never seen that movie. So I've noticed that neither one of you did buzz in.
I'm just kind of thinking this is pretty tragic here. 7 years, and he's written 365
Every
letters.
day for a year.
I feel bad for him.
Is it her line or his line that comes next?
You know, to be honest with you, I don't know. I've never seen the movie either.
We've stumped the host.
I am on the producer.
Do we know if she's able to read? That would actually be kind of an important part of the story.
So your line is, I don't know how to read?
Right, okay.
All right, so we're rolling the clip right here. Let's take a look.
You wrote me?
Yes. It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Whoa! That's a powerful moment.
That is so steamy.
I would have
No point
accepted
awarded.
smooching because that was in the script.
It
Literally
was?
in the script,
Well,
yes.
we didn't know.
Yeah.
All right, what's number 2?
Unfortunately. All right, so next to a classic. When Harry Met Sally,
Oh, that
also
is-
another
I've
movie
seen
I've
that.
never seen.
I've seen that.
You guys, so you got this. Okay, Jay's got this. Here's a clip.
And it's not because I'm lonely, and it's not because it's New Year's Eve. I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
Jay, or
gosh, I've seen it, but I don't
Okay.
remember
I've
what
seen it
comes
too.
next.
I was really hoping I didn't
I was,
have to
I
do
was
this.
bracing myself for it.
Yeah.
Just hit it. Give
I'm
it your
gonna
best
buzz
shot.
in.
All right, Jay's got
I
it.
know this is wrong, but it's the only line from the movie that I can remember. I'll have what she's having, but I know it didn't come there. But
I'll
I still
have
wanted to.
what she's having.
I was terrified that
Let's
was
roll
scene
the
was
tape. Let's
gonna
see what
come
we
up.
got. Let's see if Jay's right.
You see? That is just like you, Harry. You say things like that, and you make it impossible for me to hate you.
Very dramatic.
Now I remember.
Very wrong and
Okay, I'm
very
gonna get this
dramatic.
last one.
Yes, all right, so we
Okay.
got a throwback. Casablanca. Let's roll.
That plane leaves the ground.
you seen
and
this?
You're not with him. You regret
Very
it.
romantic.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
Boom.
Oh, jeez.
He's looking at you, kid. Let's roll it. See if he's right.
If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris.
Well, of course.
that
We'll
means-
always have Russ is looking at us like you guys are buffoons.
This
I
was a
gonna
little
say, frankly,
disappointing.
my dear, I don't give a darn.
Let me get the Fred Gile leg lamp here.
no.
Nobody gets it.
So,
Nobody.
love is broken for at least the time being. We need to get it recouped here at the 6 o'clock hour. We have 0-0 for Betsy, but at least no one goes home a loser. I mean, I guess we all go home losers.
Well,
we
do.
I have 3 movies I have to rewatch now. That's what I get to do.
We just epically failed on
What a
romantic
train
comedies.
wreck.
But we all had
It was a
fun.
train
We all had
wreck.
fun, and there was sportsmanship
We did.
involved as
And
well.
thank you for staying up
Of
to
course.
hang out with us.
By the way,
Very happy.
The outset-
Setting the mood here.
Made it worth
Awesome
it.
Feel
love.
love. We'll be
What's
right
new
back.
comes right back.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yes, I have you. Thanks for joining us.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Yes.
I was terrified it was going to be. Totally would have nailed that one.
Frankly,
Yes,
my
hello.
dear Scarlett, I don't give a damn.
Where is First Weather? Is it over here?
Yes, I do. Hey. I'm tagging out at sports or weather? Weather? Okay.
So let's check in once again with our question of the day. What are people saying about sports betting in Ohio, Steph?
So surprisingly, we have a few people moving from the yes column to the no column, saying it should not be legal here in Ohio. We are missing out on those tax dollars. Very surprising.
Wow, 74% right now say, yeah, make it legal. A lot of money.
It is a lot of money
being
that's
had
left on the table, certainly. Well, thank you so much for watching What's New. What matters most is coming up next.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Coldest temperatures of the year. Betsy will let us know just how cold it's going to get and when we'll see it warm up. Also, erosion emergency. A popular park losing several feet of land a day to Lake Erie. We get a bird's eye view of how much ground they've lost and what it would take to stop it. Troubled owner. The same person behind Chapel Hill Mall drops millions on a new mall despite lawsuits and unpaid bills. And your heart and your head. Why therapy may be the best medicine for patients diagnosed with chronic illnesses.